Hello and welcome to Captain Morgan's War Games, and today's video will be on top 5 orc units, or my top 5 orc units. Not necessarily the top 5 everywhere, but again, we've got a strong codex, we've got multiple good units that can do well, and these are strong viable options, I think, to make a list. But before we get into those top 5 units, remember, hit the like button, press the subscribe button, and hit the bell button to keep up to date with all my content. Right, without further ado, let's get into my top 5 orc units. I've numbered them 1 to 5. It's not this is the worst and this is the best. They're just in the list, or ordered into a list, not in any particular order, and the numbers don't mean anything. So at number 5 for me, flash kits, which will raise some eyebrows, but strength 6, -2, 2 damage, hitting on 4s, re-rolling ones with Captain Bud if you've got Captain Budruck nearby. They're in the freebooters. If another freebooters unit has killed a unit within 24 inches of that, you're getting a +1, so they're now hitting on 3s. Re-rolling ones. They have an ability that on the 6+ they can shoot again, so no need for showing off. Yeah, it's you've got to get a 6, but you're going to hit that at least once a game. And yeah, they're 24-inch range, but the stratagem special shells gives them from Saga of a Beast at the moment. It's still usable, and you will get 36 inches there. And to be honest, with a board table, that isn't. Their strength, as I said, their strength 6, -2, 2 damage. So you can put more Dakka on them if you really wanted to spend command points on the unit. And to be honest, when the mass on that is, you're probably getting about 32 hits out. You'll probably, if you're going against Marines, you're probably getting sort of 20 plus wounds out. And the Marines are making saves. You're probably getting six or seven wounds into them. 6 or 7 Marines killed in a unit, if not more, depending on the unit size and that. But they're really viable and quite a strong unit for us, shooting in a really good shooting army. Next is looters. The extra range, the AP's not so great. They've got an extra point of strength, but again, put them in the bad moons, more Dakka, showing off, and you've got a unit that shoots twice. Have a spanner in there with a clever spanner strat, and you're pretty much hitting three shots per bit of shooting, and that's 30 shots, 30 to sort of 32, 39 shots, depending on how many you've got in the squad. I think I'll go, you should go 13, or 15. It depends on what points you got, but again, really strong. Third on the list is another shooting unit. Surprise, surprise. Mech guns, smash guns in particular. They bypass transhuman physiology with quantum deflection on Necron vehicles, because you're rolling against toughness. You're not rolling to wound, you're rolling against the unit's toughness. And if you get the toughness, you then deal damage to it, so it bypasses it for that reason. Quite a useful thing. And why a lot of people don't like them. Now, we're in this edition where vehicles can move and shoot without penalty. They only move 3 inches, but you can slowly trundle them across the board, and it gives you a greater threat range. It allows you to move up towards middle table, take an objective with them, and allows all sorts of zoning out possibilities. So that's why I've got them in there. Number 2 on my list is Tankbusters. Again, another shooting unit. It was really hard to shoot, as I said, because you've got so many fantastic units in it you could put in here. But again, I've gone for a Tankbusters. Love them, but a squad of 10 or in a battle wagon or something, going around blowing stuff up, always useful. And can you they're strength 8, flat 3 damage, it all adds up, and they're a useful little tool in the box. Number 1 is Gazgul. He's a beast. He's a distraction unit, and if people don't try and deal with him, he'll get into combat and he'll tear people a new thing. Yeah, the new Catan from Necrons is an issue, but you're not going to put him against the Catan, not unless you've got the Catan down to 3 wounds first. And that is the way I would play it. Target the Catan, get him down to 3 wounds, and then have Gaz finish him off. But you can have him on the board and run him across. You can bring him in by teleportation. So there are different ways of getting him where you want him. And I think it's just a case of doing whatever you want with and playing them however you want with the terrain you've got now, and the shorter tables. I think having him on the table and just running him across the board is quite viable. And that's my top 5. I'd like to put some honourable mentions. Boys, Mega Knobs, Battle Wagon with Super Cannon, Deathcopters, the Shock Stunt Jumps, Dragsters, all could have made this a top 5 list on their own. And this is only my opinion. You can put in the comments below if you think other units would make a top 5. But that's the beauty of these type of videos. It's about discussion and thing. And as I said, this isn't gospel. I could have quite easily put those units. Even a Gorkanaut could have made the top 5. In the end, I had to choose. I chose 5, and I chose the 5 that I thought would do well in any list, and that's what I've come up with. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. If you've have enjoyed, please hit the like button, press the subscribe button, and hit the bell button to stay up to date with all my content. Also feel free to share anything you've enjoyed. Remember, everybody knows the dice are loaded.